Frankie Russo over here, 77 WABC, pre-show 125. Sorry, I'm a little late. I'm 3 or 4 minutes late. I'm trying to get my stuff, the music and some of my audio over to the people. So I'm sorry. So we're gonna help them. Help America's team help the men and women of the United States Armed Forces fight post-traumatic stress disorder. We're going to do this. Let's do this. Go to my Facebook.com/Frankie Russo Show. Click on the icon. If it don't go there, Frank F Russo 14 at AOL.com. F is in Frank Russo 14 at AOL.com. Send me an email, and we'll talk. See how you can help. Okay. You want to donate, you want to help, no problem. We're going to help them. We're going to help the men and women of the United States Armed Forces fight post-traumatic stress disorder. The men and women of the United States Armed Forces are committing suicide at an alarming rate, like 22 a day, they're saying. So it's crazy stuff. We got to do this. It's slow, but we ain't stopping. And then we got the motto: fraudulent selective service card, statistically significant, Obama, Clinton Foundation, Iranian Global Terror Network, Iranian surrogates. We're moving. Okay, so I want to move. All right, good. Now, so one of the things, first let's start with the Sunni-Shia divide. So I found some articles that are pretty interesting, and I'm going to kick to them right now. Okay, so we're good. All my emails are here, so I just want to go. Now, I found this article. What was Mullah Mansour doing in Iran? Crazy. Wow, this is like 5 pages. Wow. Okay. I really want. They couldn't understand it, right? So 3 to 5. Let's go 3 to 5. 3 to 5. What was Mullah Mansour doing in Iran? So I just printed a copy of the article. Crazy stuff. I don't have my email. All right, no problem. So let me run over to the printer. This is Frankie Russo. Let me run over to the printer. Let me get the articles. I want to go over it. So they could understand why this is foreignpolicy.com, and they couldn't understand why the mullah, the supreme leader of the Afghan Taliban, is in Iran. Thomas Jocelyn, Long War Journal, Weekly Stand. This guy's a tremendous security analyst, and he presented a case where the links date back to 2000, when, according to unclassified United States government memos, Mullah Mohammed Omar tasked Karula, the Taliban governor of Herat province, with improving relations between the organization and Tehran. As a result of this outreach, Iran agreed to supply the Taliban with mines and small arms. On two occasions, in 2007 and 2011, international forces in Afghanistan intercepted arms shipments from Iran destined for the Taliban. The two sides also linked an open border agreement that enabled the Taliban to smuggle money, goods, and fighters into Iran. Karula, the Taliban governor of Herat province, outreach laid the groundwork for a later major triumph of Iran-Taliban cooperation, the 2012 opening of a Taliban office in the Iranian city of Sahadan, home of many of several million Afghans residing in Iran. So this is interesting. So now I got, from this article, this foreign policy article, what was Mullah Mansour doing in Iran? The author, I can't find the author's name, but because it's a subscription. I left my email home. But anyway, what's really crazy is I got the Karula governor of Herat province in Afghanistan, was transferred to Qatar in May 31st, 2014. He was a Gitmo detainee. He was part of the Bergdahl trade. Listen to this. I was blown away by some of this stuff when I was reading it. Where is this? Just listen to, I just want to give you an idea of what we're dealing with. These are the kind of people, this is what the detainee was a senior Taliban official serving as the Minister of Interior, Governor of Herat. This is the New York Times. A military commander. Detainee was directly associated to Osama bin Laden, the Taliban Supreme Commander, Mullah Mohammed Omar. He died.
Hey Frankie, did you send those copies yet?
Yes, I did.
All right, I'll take a look at them outside.
God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. And was added to the UN financial freeze list following September 11th, 2001 terrorist attack. This detainee represented the Taliban during meetings with Iranian officials. This is how sophisticated everybody thinks that they're thugs. Like the blind sheep had a PhD in Quranic studies. This is how sophisticated. He was meeting with the Iranian officials seeking to support hostilities against U.S. and coalition forces. The detainee also attended a meeting at the direction of the UBL, reportedly occupied by members of Hamas. The detainee and his deputy were probably associated with a militant training camp in Herat operated by deceased Al-Qaeda commander, the original Al-Qaeda in Iraq commander, Abu Musab al-Zawahiri. Crazy. He goes back to the first commander of ISIS. Detainee was identified as a narcotics trafficker, listen to this, and probably used his position and influences to become one of the major opium drug lords in Western Afghanistan. Detainee probably used profits from drugs to promote Taliban interests in the area. The Gitmo determined this detainee to be a high risk, oh, really? Major, why am I not shocked? Right? Detainee grew up as a refugee from Pakistan and has no formal education, although he noted he studied Islam in school. Detainee was a leader of his tribe until the Taliban gained control of Afghanistan, after which Detainee became a Taliban member and was selected to various Taliban positions based on his trustworthiness. Detainee served as Taliban spokesman from 95 to 96, Taliban Minister of Interior from 95 to from 96 to 99, Governor of Herat Province from October 99 to December 2001. The detainee, this is a Gitmo detainee, accepted the positions based on opportunity and out of concern of his tribe's well-being. During detainee's term as Taliban governor of Herat, detainee worked primarily with non-governmental organizations and focused on civilian aspects of Herat province. Detainee's a Taliban Supreme Commander Mullah Mohammed Omar appointee was responsible. Also, they're talking about the detainee's deputy for all Arab and military affairs associated with Herat province. Detainee denies knowledge of extremist activities, including training camps, personnel, recruitment, and weapons. During his tenure as spokesman for Taliban, detainee traveled between Herat and Karman on numerous occasions to file official press statements. Press statements that these are terrorists, right? Sophisticated. As governor of Herat province, detainee traveled to Kabul only once, detainee and Mullah Omar twice during his tenure as governor, once to attend the funeral of Omar's son and later to discuss Taliban military recruitment efforts in Herat province. This is where it gets really, really, really interesting. Detainee is a friend of current Afghan President Karzai. Immediately prior to the September 11, 2001 terrorist attacks, Mullah Omar approached detainee concerning his relationship with Karzai. Omar did not trust Karzai and told detainee Karula that the relationship was under scrutiny. On October 3rd, 2001, the detainee, because he's got aliases. The detainee and two additional Taliban officials traveled to Islam Kalal near the Afghan-Iran border for a meeting initiated by Iran, possibly by Iran's Revolutionary Guard Corps. Iranian officials offered to broker a coalition between the Northern Alliance and the Taliban to unite in their fight against U.S. intervention. The Iranian delegation offered to open the borders to Arabs who wanted to cross into Afghanistan to fight against U.S. and coalition forces. When the Taliban lost control, detainee contacted Karzai to discuss a position with the new government and detainee's personal safety. Several Karzai associates met with detainee in time between Taliban's fall and arrest. This is to give you an idea of what we're dealing with. Unbelievable. This gets crazy now. This is where the lights went off in my head. I was like, what is going on over here? What is going on over here? The life of Afghan refugees in Tehran. So what happens? They open up the borders in. They open up the Iran opens up its borders to these refugees from Afghanistan. It's it's really like a ruse for it becomes like a safe haven basically for the Afghan Taliban, right? So do they want to do that here? Right? That's what it looks like to me. I'm like, Afghan Shiites perform. I was like, what is going on over here? What is going on? An Afghan Shiite cleric leads a prayer for Iranians. So this is what they were saying. So the article, so this structure, I'm just like, this stuff just blows me. I just get blown away by this stuff. I'm just like blown away. I'm still, yeah, I guess I gotta move. Yeah, I want to print this out. I just need the beginning. I just need, right, here. Now, Taliban is a Sunni militia. Wow. I'm like just blown away, man. This is like crazy. I'm just looking for the paragraph that says what I was blown away about with this article. Oh, here it is. Okay. Now remember, Turkey, right? Turkey, everybody. Turkey. Turkey. Turkey, this guy Erdogan, the Prime Minister of Turkey, Erdogan, he was elected supposedly, like the president of Iran was elected, supposedly, right? Very dictatorial and Islamist stuff, pushing Islamist stuff, right? Military takeover. Is this like a Sisi type of thing in Egypt? Maybe. I don't know yet. We got to get more data. But this article by the Washington Post, Egypt's Morsi accused of espionage, plotting Islamist takeover. Now, what the charges alleged that the Muslim Brotherhood, in cooperation with Sunni jihadists trained by Iran's Shiite government, plotted during Egypt's 2011 uprising to plunge the country into chaos and then seize and keep power. Could this be America's? Could this be America's future and immediate future? Maybe. The charge sheet called it the biggest conspiracy in the nation's history. The biggest conspiracy in the nation's history. Crazy stuff, man. Here we go. Now here's something. I can't get it. Yeah, because of I had the article too. The number of drone strikes. It's the number of drone strikes. I left my subscription home with foreignpolicy.com. It's a great publication. I Crazy, right? The numbers are just it's like thousands, hundreds to thousands of drone strikes. But it's a ruse. It's a ruse. We're going to talk about that. Stephen Hayes cooked intel on Islamic State could be biggest scandal of Obama's presidency. I spoke about this last week, right? And here's what I want: the Daily Beast article. This is the article I want: the Daily Beast article. Exclusive: 50 spies say ISIS intelligence was cooked. It's being called a revolt by intelligence pros who are paid to give their honest assessment of the ISIS war, but are instead seeing their reports turn into happy talk. Okay, now this is a summation of all of this scrubbing of more than 50 intelligence analysts working out of the U.S. military Central Command have formally complained that their reports on ISIS and Al Qaeda's branch in Syria were being inappropriately altered by senior officials. The complaint spawned the Pentagon's Inspector General to open an investigation into the alleged manipulation of intelligence. The fact that so many people complain suggests there are deep-rooted systematic problems in how the U.S. military command charged with the war against the self-proclaimed Islamic State accesses intelligence. The cancer was within the senior level of the intelligence command. One defense. Two senior analysts at CENTCOM signed a written complaint sent to DOD Inspector General in July of last year, alleging that the reports, some of which were briefed, portrayed the terror groups as weaker than the analysts believe they are. The reports were changed by CENTCOM higher-ups to adhere to the administration's public line that the U.S. is winning the battle against ISIS and al-Nusra, al-Qaeda's branch in Syria. The complaint was supported by 50 other analysts, some of whom have complained about politicizing of intelligence reports for months. That's according to 11 individuals who are knowledgeable about the details of the report and who spoke to the Daily Beast. This is the Daily Beast, written by Shane Harris and Nancy Youssef. The accusations suggest that a large number of people tracking the inner workings of the terror groups think their reports are being manipulated to fit a public narrative. The allegations echoed charges that political appointees and senior officials cherry-picked intelligence about Iraq's supposed weapons in 2000. Wow. The two signatories to the complaint, this is crazy, man. This goes back to 2002. Unbelievable. Okay, so I'm going to go 224. Let's print the whole thing. 4 pages, 1 to 4. So I'm just looking for That's what I want, the Boeing article. Right? Yeah, because, okay, so I wanted to, so Black Lives Matter, let's just, because I want to, I got a few subjects. Black Lives Matter, in my world, is not a Martin Luther King offshoot. Okay, so let's first understand that Martin Luther King is a God-fearing Christian man, a man of Christ, love and peace, Jesus Christ. That's not that's Martin Luther King. That's not Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter is calling for the killing of cops. So what's really interesting is now I'm not saying that I'm still gathering the data on Black Lives Matter because you know my brothers LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony, Dwayne Wade, Chris Paul, fabulous athletes, tremendous athletes. Um, they took the side of Black Lives Matter. They didn't even mention the cops. So, I'm going to agree to disagree with them because to me, let me see, I'm going to get this little article because I got CARE, the Council of American Islamic Relations, joins Black Lives Matter movement. The Council of American Islamic Relations has joined the Black Lives Matters movement. In a march in California, would expand bans on racial profiling to include perceived ethnicity. I don't know. I don't know what this all means, but it's a bill that they were. But as the article, this is Breitbart News. Breitbart News. Let's see, Michelle. Because I want to get. They shut down Jerry Brown's office. As police officers are being targeted across the nation, CARE is sided with their enemies. That creates a serious problem for CARE's defenders, which argue that its associations with Islamic extremism can be overlooked because it helps law enforcement work with and within the Muslim community. By supporting the Black Lives Matter movement, which has contributed to an atmosphere of violent excitement and hatred against police officers across the nation, CARE has shown what its true feelings about American law enforcement really is. Yeah. So let me start to print these articles out. Yeah. So just want to find that other article. This one. Right. Okay. Okay. Hmm. This I need. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, I'm just trying to find this article. I had it. Yeah, I had it. I don't know what to do with it. Okay, here we go. That's not, this is a big article. Hillary Clinton posted names of hidden intelligence officers on her email. Hillary Clinton posted shared names of concealed U.S. intelligence officials on her unprotected email server. Federal records reveal that Clinton swiped these highly classified names on an email account that was vulnerable to attack and was breached repeatedly by Russian-linked hacker attempts. These new revelations, reminiscent of the Valerie Plame scandal during the W. Bush tenure, could give federal investigators the evidence they need to make a case that Clinton violated the Espionage Act by mishandling national defense information through gross negligence. Numerous names cited in Clinton's emails have been redacted in State Department email releases with the classification B3 CIA PERS ORG, a highly specialized classification that means the information, if released, would violate CIA Act. Unbelievable. Yeah, I just want to I'll go 3 deep. Yeah, because that's all I want. 1, 3. This way. This is interesting, guys. Iran Boeing signs historic $25 billion sales agreement. This is a great article. I think I got Tillman's article here too. Yeah, this is great stuff. So I'm getting ready. So I'm still building this thing with Black Lives Matter. So I just have an article I'm going to read probably tonight. That article on so here's interesting stuff. Okay. Okay, we got her sharing, and we have it where internet remote access with a server. So, oh, that lone wolf article is really cool. Yeah, that's what I want. That lone wolf article. That's really cool. The lone wolf. That article. This is the article. Paul Sperry. This article here. Paul Sperry. Okay, so all right. I got a lot of stuff here. A lot. So let me get ready. I got like a half hour. Let me get ready. It's Frankie Russo. Yeah, it's crazy. I tell you, this is going to be a crazy show tonight. Lot of data. We're bringing a lot of stuff. Frankie Russo. Yeah. I'll see you, Frankie Russo, in about a half hour. Yeah. Remember, help America's team help the men and women of the United States Armed Forces. Go to facebook.com/Frankie Russo Show. You got a problem getting in? My email is frusso14@aol.com. Send me an email. Yeah. See you in a half hour. Yeah.